Hello guys, this is a good day because today I'm recording on my new piece of gear which arrived yesterday, and I'm gonna make a few clips during this video so you can see what it's all about. But I'm trying to film the rig from the side with my very advanced setup. You can see now I got full control on the levels. Let's hope nobody rings just now. But I'm gonna put it this way so you can see me from a different angle. I'm using the mic tech now in my brand new ISO boot. This will be cool because I'm now recording directly to my new stuff. And the mic pre's are supposed to be very good. And let's see how good they are. I'm gonna get some coffee and we'll take it from there, okay? Well guys, I'm back. So, cheers. I'm still gonna use the beach tech, but because it's very convenient to record directly into the camera, which I do now as well, but I will be taking the audio signal from this unit. So probably the cheapest solution you can go for if you want separate audio on more than two tracks. This is a 4-track, and it looks good and highly pro, and you got the mounts for cameras and things on top of it, so or and in the bottom. But it's a Tascam DR60 Mark II. If you're interested, you can go on online and see big reviews on this unit, but trust me, this is good. So I guess if you're interested in recording in the field, there's not too many options. You could go for the sound devices, of course, if you're super rich and you want the absolute best equipment, but this is a good number 2. The preamps are not that different. I mean, you can get a result with this, and that's the point, I hope. And there's a built-in limiter, and you have a backup track recording if you want that. And as I have now, I have one set to 9 dB below the main track, and the signal into the unit looks very good. And I saw on the net that some places they operate with different input levels and clicking gains. This is no longer a problem. There's no click in the gain here as far as I can tell. I haven't but the feel of the gain control is quite linear, so I don't think it's gonna be a problem for anyone recording with this. So and you can throw a lot of signals into it, like line signals, and you have a lot of outputs for dedicated for this kind of use, of course. Or you could modify them to use them in other ways, but it's very convenient for the kind of use we got here. I'm gonna put on my headphones now because I want to hear a little bit what I'm doing. And I have a separate, very nice volume dial on both the out and in. I have a couple of separate outs, so it's cool. I have to admit that. This is a very nice unit. Everybody said that the battery life sucks on this. I'm using a USB power bank unit. Well, I got now, I guess, in the range of 12 to 15 hours, and I'm not gonna record for 15 hours, that's for sure. I mainly do this kind of things, small outdoor stuff, and it's just not. I don't need to drag around a big battery pack. 10,000 is more than sufficient, and if it runs dry of juice from the battery pack, it automatically switches over, so I have the batteries inside, and that's about 2.5, 3 hours more, I guess. So I'm not gonna make that kind of movie, so that's for me it's sufficient. It's enough, more than enough. And I told you, I'm using Winston now, the mic tech, and to me it sounds very open and clear in my headset here, so I used it, I turned it the other way around now because it wouldn't do what I would do, and hang down doesn't matter actually. I can hear it makes a little difference in the sound, and I put the stand more in the middle. I'm not sure if it's optimal, but I will try to turn it around and we can hear if I can hear anything. Just a moment. Actually, there is quite a big difference. I got a lot more low end, I can feel, and now it's more out in the open. I will take it down a little bit so we talk more into the booth. Well, there we are. I can hear this is much better actually. So it feels more studio-like. And what did I just do? Well, I got the mic, the pickup from the mic now is inside the booth area, so it doesn't pick up reflections as much. So we can even take it down a notch and aim it like this. You can see how much even very small things will have to say. Now we're actually in a more ideal position, maybe a little too close to it, but this is giving you a lot of room for experimentation with the placement of the mic itself before you start adding EQs and things like that. Listen to yourself in wherever you are in the room and find the nicest spot to put the mic. It's the same if you got a boomy bass guitar or something like that. Find the spot in the room where it sounds the best and record it at that spot. This is not rocket science, it's just the common sense, and a lot of people seems to lose common sense when they start recording stuff and just wow, I have to do it like this. They should stop reading and start listening. I mean, it's go and find the best spot, pick the best spot, because your recording gear is hearing a lot more than you actually yourself, unfortunately. all kind of weird stuff turns up in the recording. So some people don't hear it until the final stages. And somebody comes and, what's that noise? And there's a crow outside. Ooh, I didn't hear that. Why didn't you hear it? Because you're too focused on whatever track you're doing. I mean, you can spend 4 hours on drums and it still won't help you anything if the drum doesn't sound good. So what do you need to spend time on? You need to spend time on tuning the instruments. Pitch is so important. And you need time to spend some time tuning your system so it sounds very linear. If you can't do that, if you're in a bad room or in not a bad room, but in not a perfect room, like most of us are, then start the procedure by doing the right thing in the right headset. Before you go buy any expensive stuff, buy this. It's a cheap and very, very effective solution. You will never regret doing that. It takes a little while to get used to working with it, but you probably never go away from it if you start using it, because it's a fabulous piece of gear. So can't stress that enough. Well, it's this episode has been a little rambling and talking this and that, but mainly it's because I want to check out the preamps in the unit. Until that, grab your mic.